Mm-hmm. All right, got a video here. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? Come on in, everybody. What's going on? Oh, wow. Okay. What going on, everybody? Happy late 4th of July to everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good 4th of July. What's happening? Having motion jit, John Brutus, Cody Russell. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to BucosLocker with another episode of Locker Room Talk. We are in this thing. We in there, B. We in there, B. Bomb that bit. Baker, bomb it. Bomb that, Baker. Spraker Mayfield. I'm gonna drop this little video on my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Welcome. Y'all see today's locker room conversation. Hopefully everybody had a good 4th of July. They enjoyed themselves, popped some fireworks, ate some barbecue, had a good time with their family and friends. I just got back home. I am tired, but I am still gonna make a video, as you can see. So we about to get in this Todd Bowles situation. What's going on now? We got to figure out what Todd Bowles is. As fans, we got to figure out where we want to be as fans. What do you want from Todd Bowles? Do you want to win at a higher stage, or are you content just winning 8-9 games? And if so, if he has another 8-9 season, what's the temperature? If he wins another 8-9 games, how hot can the seat be? Especially if it's 8-9 wins with no division title, which means we're spinning the circle with Todd Bowles, if I'm not mistaken. Are people okay with another mediocre season? Are people okay with 8-9, 9-8? Are we gonna be, or would you be excited? Would you be excited for 8-9 season or 9-8 season, with or without a division title? Because the results of 8-9, 9-8, it'll be like, okay, we in the playoffs, and then we kind of know what to expect. We're gonna either lose the first round or second round, which means we can't get over the hump. But now if we make it to the playoffs with that record, then now would people be really upset? I really wouldn't be too upset. I wouldn't be really mad, to be honest with you. But I will scratch my head with another 8-9, 9-8 season. I know one thing for sure. The wheels can't fall off. I tell you that much. The wheels on the bus go round and round. The wheels cannot fall off. We do understand that part. Do y'all agree with that? Would y'all agree with how hot the temperature can be for the seat for Todd Bowles if we have another mediocre season? Now, can you really blame him all the way though? I mean, another OC, third year in a row. Well, 2 years in a row. Yeah, Byron Leftwich for a couple seasons, but he was a DC. And then he had Byron Leftwich in 2022. And in 2023, you have Dave Canales. And in 2024, it's Liam Cohen. I want answers from y'all. I want to know how hot the seat is, the seat temperature. Todd Bowles' seat temperature is the conversation. I want to know. Somebody got to tell me something. I'm leaving here with something. I want some answers. Shout out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank y'all for joining. It's raining outside. The weather is ugly right now. I'm getting this video in before I take me a nap. My daughter, she over there playing PlayStation, Nintendo DS. I'm up here shooting this video. Quick little video. Not going to be too long. I ain't going to take up too much of y'all time. It's Friday. I know y'all want to kind of get relaxed and all that stuff like that. So I'm gonna gather y'all thoughts, because I do want to hear from you guys on what the seat temperature should be or could be. Austin, what's up, man? What you got for me, man? What you got for me, Cody? Having Jit Motion, Jonathan Brutus, what you got? What's Todd Bowles' seat temperature right now going into the season? What y'all think it is? Y'all think it's warm? Y'all think it's not hot? I tell you that much. I think it's kind of cold right now. I won't know really until week 10. Gravediggers 813. Stephen Pryor. Stephen Pryor. Right now, he's fine. I think he's fine right now. Buck Fanatic, what up, man? Right now, I think he's fine. But if we start out, 3-7 in the first 10 games, I think a lot of us gonna be like, okay, what's happening? Y'all do realize that, right? We can't have no 1-6. We can't have no 1-6 we can't have another 1-6 streak here. One game out of 7 games. I don't think we can survive that this year, to be honest with you. I don't think we can do that. I don't think that's a good idea for the Bucks. Okay, Austin. Okay, so you will be okay with being in the middle of the pack for a couple years. So okay, if that's the case, Austin, that'll be, if we have another 8-9, 9-8 season, that'll be 3 years in a row of mediocre. So you cool with that? 3 years in a row. So is that enough time for him to be like, okay, is that enough time? So that'll be 2020 Super Bowl, 2021 13-3, 2022 8-9, 2023 9-8, 2024 possible 8-9, 9-8. So you okay with that? I'm just curious. I mean, if you get us to be consistently, what though? A mediocre team? As a fan base, at some point we gotta kind of want this team to be upper level at some point. I mean, I think we can agree with that. We still want our guy. We still want our team to level up. I don't think we want to. I don't think we want to be sitting at 8 wins, 9 wins for another year. I would like to see the Bucks get to 10, 11 wins. I would love to see that. Because if we see that as a fan, as a fan base, if the Bucks can reach 10 wins, 11 wins, then we can be like, okay, now we know where the team at. But well, either way, if the Bucks win 10, 11 games, the team made a jump. 2 games, 1 game, 3-game jump. But if they don't make the jump and they stay the same, then does that pretty much tell us what Todd Bowles is, or we still not sure? And like I said, the seat temperature, you know. But I just don't think that another 1-6 stretch would be good for the Bucks. You can't keep having stretches like that. 1-6, and then we'll win all our games at the end of the year. We can't keep depending on that. But I would say this though: you can't go 8-9, 9-8, and don't win the division. Because our division not good. If you go 8-9, 9-8 again and don't win the division, I think we all need to have the discussion at the end of the season on Black Monday. And then people gonna probably say, no, he's still good, even though he didn't win a division, and then we had another mediocre season. His seat temperature ain't that bad. But we can't have another 1-6 stretch. Can't do that. That's just bad. But what do we know about Todd Bowles as a head coach? He has a losing record overall as a head coach. What's that? 43-90, 43-58. What up, Josh? One thing we do know about Todd Bowles, he doesn't have a winning record as a head coach. That is a fact. So I would say I will still be concerned. Josh, what's up, man? I still will be concerned. I would definitely be concerned. If Todd Bowles have another mediocre season, that seat need to warm up a little bit. Because if they don't do nothing about that, then we pretty much gonna end up settling as a fan base. We're gonna settle for mediocre. As fans, we want to see our team, at San Francisco, Kansas City, Baltimore level. The Bills, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Lions are starting to be consistent now. You got the Eagles that have been winning for a long time. The Cowboys has been winning for a long time. Frio King, Big Buck, what's up? So we kind of want to be up in that. We kind of want, as fan base, that's what we should want. Double-digit wins every season, high expectations. We in the mix. Even though we might not win the Super Bowl every year, which is hard to do, but you want to be consistently. You want to see your team consistently in the mix. You want to see your team roster looking good. You want to see your head coach of your favorite football team that you support and you spend money on. You want to see them mentioned every season, like just consistently winning. You don't want to hear your team as a fan not get respect or they hating on us, because truth be told, you kind of got to understand why they do that with the Bucks. They don't really believe in Todd Bowles like that. They don't really rock with Todd Bowles. I think we can all agree with that. We already know that they don't rock with Todd Bowles. They don't have too much faith in the Bucks. They had us picking in the top 10 last year. And then this year, some sites got us ranked bottom 10, bottom 12, middle of the pack. Roster not good. Questions, whatever. But some of that stuff is true. But you're right, Creole King. I don't want to see a level of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's insanity. Go look at the definition. Doing the same thing over and over again, getting the same results, expecting something different. It's insane. As fans, we're gonna go insane because every year we're gonna be talking about, yeah, the Bucks gonna do this, Bucks do that, only to get 8 wins, 9 wins, and it's like then you get to the point of you're comfortable with that result. But you're right, Creole King. The Bucks, Todd Bowles got to get this team out of that mediocre threshold because once the Bucks come out of that, the respect will start being demanded. Like we'll get the respect. Y'all do realize that, right? Whether y'all want to believe it or not, Todd Bowles got to get this team at 10, 11 wins. It's almost he has to. Brent, what's up, man? I mean, Todd Bowles has had a 10-win season. He went 10-6 his first season with the Jets, but that was more of Rex Ryan's roster. And then once Todd Bowles implemented his players in his roster, 5-11, 5-11. And the only reason, another reason why he's doing much better with the Bucks is because the Bucks have better management than the Jets. The Jets are a debacle. Todd Bowles is one of the coaches you don't want to see him with teams like Chicago Bears, the Colts. You don't want to see him with teams like that because they're going to be terrible. He's got to be with a team with already built-in talent, like which the Bucks had. The Bucks had built-in talent, which prevented him from having really bad seasons both years as a head coach. We got some top players, Winfield Jr., Tristan Wars, Mike Evans. That's our like upper echelon players, and then we got the next level players. Levante David, still good, Jordan Whitehead, Chris Godwin, we got some players, so it's not bare bones with the Bucks as far as like, the Bucks just don't have anybody. We got about 6 guys between tier 1 and tier 2 players at their position, in my opinion. I'm gonna run through that list again, and I'm gonna tie that in with Todd Bowles as far as his seat temperature. What up, Brent? Mike Evans, Tristan Wirfs, Winfield Jr., I would say tier 1. So we got 3 tier 1 players at their position. And then our tier 2 players is, Levante David, Chris Godwin. And then Jordan Whitehead is borderline tier 2, but more like a tier 3 guy, upper tier 3 guy, not a high impact safety. But that's good enough to win some games. But to get the 10, 11 wins, some of those games got to be coaching. I'm sorry, Vita. Vita. Vita tier 2. I forgot about Vita. Vita is tier 2. Right? And everybody else is just kind of like, including the rookies, because we don't know what the rookies going to do. But everybody else is pretty much average at best or just a jag. Baker's not tier 2 or tier 1. Baker is more average at best because that's just what the history says, right? And everybody else is pretty much just kind of like, young. Yaya Diaby and Kalijah Clancy, I'm gonna put them at average because they're not tier 2, tier 1. You can't put them up there. Maybe tier 3, but we don't know. So you got to put the rookies and second-year players, you got to put the second-year players as average. And then the rookies are unknowns. And then you got the rest of them are Jags. K. Dotton, Rachaad White might be average at best. We haven't seen the highest peak of Rachaad White. K. Dotton is just a Jag at tight end. Luke Gadecki, probably average at best. Graham Barton, unknown. Robert Hainsley, Jag. Cody Mulch, you can say average at best. Left guard situation, Jag, or average at best. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that. Logan Hall, Joel Tryon, stink it up. Logan, not at all. Joe Tryon, stink it up. Not good. You know what I'm saying? KJ Britt, he's not tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. He's more of a Jag. Zion McCullough, more of a Jag. Jamel Dean, maybe average at best. So Todd Bowles, you can't have a 1-6 season, a 1-6 stretch again. You can't do that. And then the Bucs schedule is tough between week 3 in week 10. So that's what got me nervous, because people was like, oh, well, Will went out towards the end. I'm like, well, there's a couple games towards the end that ain't guaranteed either. But if we have another stretch like that, a lot of us gonna be calling for like, okay, we need to change, because anything can happen, folks. And somebody brought it up earlier. Oh yeah, Creole King again. The Todd Bowles Baker Mayfield combo. Does that scream 10 wins, 11 wins? And I told y'all some of the reasons why the Bucs will get 10, 11 wins. They gotta have that running game gotta seriously improve. That pass defense gotta seriously improve. Y'all do realize that, right? Because like I said, if the Bucs go into the season with the same setup, that's another mediocre season. Something has to dramatically change, either the run game or the pass defense. Y'all do realize that, right? I'm just curious, y'all. Yeah, and the OC has to improve, or we gotta have we gotta expect Liam Cohen to be better than Dave Canales. Let me ask y'all the question: was Dave Canales terrible? Is Dave Canales terrible? Was Dave Canales really terrible for real? How much of a factor? Like how big of a jump y'all expected? What dramatically needs to change for the Bucs, for Todd Bowles' seat not to get warm and hot? Run game, pass D. That's what I said, man. I think those are the two areas that needs to really improve. You can't be 31st in the NFL and try to win that many games, because we don't have that type of offense to keep up. Because we don't know what Liam Cohen's going to do. Exclusive Carver, what's up, man? You say you're not expecting anything? JR Dot, what's up, man? O line, D line, running backs. I agree. And we definitely got to score more than 20 points a game. When Tom Brady was here, was it 19 points a game, 18 points a game? We got to, and once again, we paying a lot of money to the receiving core. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, $20 million plus, and we gotta get more than 20 points a game. Jonathan, you think the Bucks can average 30 points a game? Do you really believe the Bucks can average 30 points a game? Or 27 points a game? Come on, man. Let's be real. Bucks not going to average 30 points a game. Not with Baker at quarterback. Not with Liam Cohen's a first-year OC in the NFL. You know how hard it is to do? To go from 20 points a game to 30? So we're not going to average 20 points a game with a new OC? Maybe I need to look that up. First year OC results. I'm going to look that up. Let me look at the school. Yeah, let me look at the points per game for last year. All right, let me look at the points per game. See where we got to be at. Where the Bucks got to be at to be where the Bucks got to be at. Let me see. So here we go. Here's the top 10 in points per game. Cowboys number 1, Miami number 2, San Francisco number 3, Baltimore number 4. Let me start over. Cowboys average 29 points a game. Number 1, Miami number 2 with 29.2. Cowboys with 29.9. San Francisco 28.9. Number 3. Number 4, Baltimore Ravens 28.4. Detroit Lions 27.1. Buffalo 26.5. which is number 6. Number 7 is the Eagles at 25.5 points a game. Number 8, the Rams at 23.8 points a game. The Saints were number 9 at 23.6 points a game. Browns 10, 23.3 points a game. The Colts with Shane Steichen first season, 23 points a game. Wow. The Packers number 11, 22. Texans 12. Jaguars 13. Kansas City was 14 at 21. So the Bucks were the Bucks were 20th in the NFL at 20.5 points a game last year. 20th. So you do the math. '20th in the NFL in points per game. Yeah, so the 10th ranked team in the NFL was 3 points better than the Bucks. The Browns was 10th in the NFL with 23.3. So the Bucks had 20.5. The Browns had 23.3. We gotta bump it up to 23, man. We need to get to 23. 23 will get you probably, between 10 and 13. Yeah, we got to bump it up to 23 points a game. The Bucks need to score 23 points a game. Let's be real. No, Liam Cohen was in Kentucky last season. Exclusive Garvey. The Rams, Liam Cohen was not with the Rams last season. He was with the Kentucky Wildcats. Sean McVay was running the show over the Rams. Liam Cohen was a nobody. The total yards for the Bucks, to put it in perspective, the total yards. Let me give you our perspective here. Total yards. The Bucks were 23rd in total yards. '23rd in total yards. '23rd in total yards. 5,321 yards for the season. Total yards. That's running and passing. The 10th best team in total yards was the Minnesota Vikings with 5,912 yards, total yards. The Bucks were 600 yards away from being number 10. That's a big difference. The Saints were in front of the Bucks in total yards. The Saints were 14th in total yards. The Bucks, the Bucks offense wasn't that good, bro. When you start breaking this down, the Bucks were 23rd in yards per game, 313 yards a game, total yards per game. Yeah, it wasn't good, folks. Wasn't good, folks. The Bucs were 21st in total yards per game. Let me see. Let me go back. No, I'm sorry, 22nd in the NFL in total in yards per game. The teams that we were in front of as far as yards per game was the Panthers, Jets, Patriots, Giants, Titans, Raiders, Broncos, Steelers, Commanders. That's yards per game. 313 yards per game, folks. And we expect Liam Cohen to come in and just beast mode. Once again, Todd Bowles' seat temperature. Liam Cohen has inherited an offense that is not good. Bottom 10, bottom 12 in yards per game, total yards. Bottom 2 in rushing yards per game, total yards. I mean, just Liam Cohen got his work cut out. But once again, Todd Bowles' seat temperature going into the season is cold. It's not warm. It's not hot. Forget what these outlets saying. But that offense, it's a mess. We're in the 20s in points per game, yards per game, total yards. It's not good, folks. I think we need to kind of lighten up on Liam Cohen, man. That Todd Bowles seat is cold right now, but we can't be. I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. Because I don't know Liam Cohen like that. I'm gonna go look at Kentucky's offense. Let's look at I'm gonna look at college football. I'm gonna look at Kentucky's. Let me see what Liam Cohen had Kentucky at in the SEC. Let's go look at the. Let's know. I want to look at Kentucky. All right, so let's see what Kentucky had. I want to know what Kentucky looked like offensively. Liam Cohen in 2023. Let's see. Kentucky. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Let me see. All right, here we go. So Kentucky, Liam Cohen was the OC. Liam Cohen had Kentucky 85th in the nation in passing yards, 211 yards a game. Rushing yards, 127 yards a game, 97th in the nation. Points scored per game, 29 points a game, 59th in the nation. Folks, I'm just trying to figure this out with Todd Bowles' seat temperature, man. I'm a little nervous, folks. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Kentucky yards per game in the SEC was ranked 11th out of 14 teams. Yards per game Out of 14 teams, they were ranked in 11th in the nation. I'm sorry, 11th in the SEC. Out of 14 SEC teams, they were ranked in front of the Mississippi State Bulldogs, Arkansas Razorbacks, and Vanderbilt Commodores. That's yards per game. That's Liam Cohen as an OC. So if you want to kind of get an idea of what he did as an OC in the college, 11th in the SEC in yards per game. 10th in the SEC in passing yards, total passing yards. Passing yards per game, they were 11th in the SEC. This out of 14 teams. They were 12th in rushing yards per game out of 14 teams. Points per game. Kentucky was 8th out of 14 teams. So I don't know what y'all expecting from Liam Cohen, but y'all might want to just be cool, man. Cool out for a second. He was having trouble in college. Y'all might want to be cool. To be honest with you, man, y'all might want to cool out. I'm gonna take a chill pill and see what happens with Liam Cohen. I don't have any high expectations for him, man, but I ain't finna be beating the table like he finna beat some top level OC. Oh, well, he came from the Sean McVay tree. Well, what about what he did in college? That's what we got to go off of. That's what he did in college. I'm not even gonna trip, man. I'm not even gonna put no expectations like that on Liam Cohen, man. I'm gonna be easy on him. I'm gonna be easy on him, man. I ain't even gonna do him like that. I ain't even gonna do him like that. Liam Cohen, do what you need to do, man. Figure it out. But the Bucks offense, even with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs, even with Baker Mayfield, it's not really good. So Todd Bowles' seat temperature will be connected to the Bucks offense. Todd Bowles' seat temperature will be connected to Liam Cohen. Could it be the Bucks have another OC next year? Yeah. I ain't putting no pressure on Liam Cohen. I ain't doing that. I'm not even gonna do that to him, man. You can do that to Liam Cohen, man. What's up, Bucket, with your girl? Todd Bowles' seat temperature. What y'all think? You think it's warm? Bucket with your girl, you think it's warm? You think it's warm for real? Why? I think it's cold. I think Todd Bowles' temperature is cold to me because, I mean, good Lord, I mean, Liam Cohen has not done anything. He didn't do much in college either. Third Matic. You think it's hot? Why do you think it's hot, Third Matic? By week 5, good Lord, Bucket with your girl. You don't like Todd Bowles like that? Got a real nasty storm. Third Matic, that is true. We made the playoffs last year. Well, my question is though, going into the season, what you think the Todd Bowles seat temperature? I think it's cold because I don't know what to expect from Liam Cohen. But I did tell y'all with the Bucks record for the last 2 seasons, they don't even sniff the playoffs in any other division. He said, "Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up." 5 wide. I mean, I gave y'all Kentucky's numbers and Liam Cohen as an OC in college. It ain't nothing to be jumping up and down for. I mean, he was literally near damn near at the bottom in offensive statistics in the SEC. Yeah, I didn't think Liam Cohen was on anybody's radar for real, for real. They try to make it seem like that, but yeah, I went through Liam Cohen's history, man. I don't see it. I think Liam Cohen was like, it was more like, well, we got to get somebody. But I think people hanging their head on him being a Todd McVay disciple. I don't know, man. I gotta be easy on Liam Cohen, man, for real, for real. I mean, he has history. He has history with Baker Mayfield. It was only 5 games though. I mean, they're trying to say he was the OC for the Rams, but nobody's buying that. Comes on Rams. He worked as the Rams offensive coordinator under Sean McVay. Sean McVay calls the plays. We literally watch Sean McVay call the plays, man. Liam Cohen was a glorified passing game coordinator. But I'm still concerned with his work with Kentucky. So here's the write-up on Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen brings system familiarity. He brings continuity to the Bucs offensive system as the new offensive coordinator. He worked alongside a former Seahawks OC, Shane Waldron, while on Sean McVay's Ram staff before Waldron was brought to Seattle as the OC. Dave Canales was a part of the Shane Waldron's coaching tree, serving as the Seahawks quarterback coach before going to Tampa in 2023 for promotion to OC. Liam Cohen will now bring those similar principles, marrying the run game, the passing game, to Tampa. I mean, at least he has some OC experience. I don't know, man. I think they're hanging their hat on the history with Baker Mayfield. But in 2021, Liam Cohen had the Wildcats offense at 32 points a game, which was fifth in the SEC, eighth in total offense. Remember, it's 14 teams. Fifth in rushing yards per game. He coached Will Levis. Will Levis was 6th in the SEC in passing yards. I think the big thing with Liam Cohen is I think they're hanging their hat on the history with Baker Mayfield. Five games ain't enough, man. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I still think it's just question marks, man. I think we're in the same. I think we're in the same predicament. O-line questions, right? Running game questions, pass defense questions, pass rush questions, OC questions. It's the same. It's the same exact situation we was in last year. 2022, he was the OC. The Wildcats was 14th in the SEC in scoring, 13th in points per game. Now remember, last year the Bucs didn't score a touchdown in the first quarter until week 7. Kentucky Wildcats third down conversion rate is 38%, 75th in the nation. But he was first in the SEC and plays with 50+ yards last year. I don't know, man. I am concerned, though. But at the end of the day, Todd Bowles' seat temperature right now is cold. But by week 10, we're going to know what time it is. And the main thing is that offense for the Bucs. Got me nervous. Yeah, we can't, like the first 10 weeks, we got to beat the teams we're supposed to beat. We can't mess around and lose a game against the Commanders. Can't do that. Or the Broncos. Oh, no. Yeah, the Bucs would have missed the playoffs if they was in any other division. Both years. Think about that. 2022, the Bucs would have missed the playoffs if they were in any other division. And if they were last year, if they was in any other division, they would have missed the playoffs. I ain't gonna hold you, folks. I am nervous. Anyway, shouts out to all the Pirates Seat Bandits. Todd Bowles' seat temperature going into the season to me is cold, but things can get heated up real quick. Things can heat up real quick by week 10. Matter of fact, by week 7, we could be sitting here having this conversation like, oh man, hold up. But we're gonna see. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, hashtag next level. Gotta get to the next level, man. Hashtag another video. 7 out of 8 days. I didn't do 7 straight days. I did 7 out of 8. Yesterday, I didn't do a video yesterday. I should have did one. My fault. I'll do a video tomorrow. More conversation about the Bucs. I'm gonna be nitpicking on what things that we can talk about. And I have another video Sunday and Monday. And two, I'm gonna keep it going. Keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Saturday afternoon. Be there or be square. BucosLocker signing out. Peace.